Hey there, greetings. This is Sridhar Bajaj from Group 3 AIML Honors B2, along with my teammates Aman Singh Chauhan, Vanya Maheshwari, and Yashasvi Singh. Today, we present to you our synopsis presentation for our project title Implementing Reverse Supply Chain by proposing 4th R return to the existing 3R principle for sustainable development. In the synopsis presentation, we shall be covering the introduction, literature review, objectives, methodology, and references. So now let's talk about the technical concepts or algorithms that would be used in this project. This project primarily focused on the reward prediction system and carbon footprints. Prediction system that would be best made using neural network systems since the environmental problems need to be worked with time series data, and reward prediction system is based on the user's history. Hence, RNN LSTM would be best recommended. For the existing 3R blogging portal, using a beautiful SOAP algorithm would help in web scraping. Further, to help the users with the guidance, there is a need for chat box which could be made using natural language processing. For a better user experience, a portal must have an attractive user interactive design. To do so, the necessary tools are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and React. Moving ahead, to deploy the machine learning algorithm and to handle the backend, a technology called Django is required as it best supports Python language. Finally, the whole website shall be deployed with the help of cloud computing. So the basic motivation behind this project comes from the fact that we in our day-to-day life witness a lot of packaging going to waste when it could have been easily utilized if returned to the company. This activates the need for a platform that may act as an intermediary to facilitate reverse supply chain that would allow consumers to return the reusable packaging to the brand for the sustainable development and earn brownie points in return in the form of various rewards options such as free goodies, vouchers, cashbacks, and so on, which further gives rise to the problem statement, that is, in this era of industrialization, when the use and throw tendency rules the world, this project aims to promote knowledge and awareness about sustainable development, along with a solution which shall help inculcate eco-friendly practices in the citizens. Products come in variety of packagings, and after use, the packaging is discarded even if it is still intact and can be reused. Our primary goal is to collect such packaging, including e-commerce packaging, cosmetic packaging, home item packaging, and so on, and further return the collecting packaging to the original manufacturing brand or to the reutilizing brand. Coming to the area of application, the reverse supply chain model is used in real-world scenario to ensure that the rules of sustainable development are met. This portal that would be developed during this minor project can be used as a medium between the users and the companies in order to return the packaging and some leftover materials. Now coming to the dataset and the input format that would be used for this project. Basically, reverse supply chain is a model which works primarily on real world data. One of the prime objectives of our model is to predict the possible reward that a user may receive. The reward prediction system is based on the history of shopping from the user. Hence, using timestamp data is a necessity. To work with the timestamp data, the best suitable machine learning algorithm is recurrent neural networks long short-term memory, which would work on the updated dataset every time, making a prediction for the reward system. The carbon footprint system will consist of a dataset consisting of equivalent carbon emission that the user is preventing by using the reverse supply chain model.
Good morning to everybody. My name is Vanya Maheshwari and I'll be taking over my teammate Rida Bajaj in discussing our literature reviews. So we started by researching the types of waste that are there and that have a huge impact on our environment. Due to the fact that plastic garbage accounts for the majority of waste, we searched who are collaborating with consumers to cut down waste and came up with famous names like we all know Coca-Cola, Apple, Google, etc. And we got to know that these companies already follow sustainability initiatives. Then we came up with the topic reverse supply chain and how it will assist us in for us. A reverse supply chain might be one of those successful methods of sustainable development that not only reduces waste but also tends to boost up profit for business. Coming to back to Mac policy, we all know that Mac is a multinational company which tends to take 6 containers of products which are over broken or expired. Containers can be any, like foundation bottles, empty lipsticks, etc. In exchange of 6 containers of product, it gives you a lipstick of your own choice. The company then recycles them and make them environmentally beneficial. Then there is Kabadiwala, which was founded in Bhopal. It was a waste management company that collects trash from customers and recycles it, much like our local scrap collectors. Its goal is to simplify the garbage collection, and it has grown to become one of the largest organizations in the field. Trash to cash. This concept is based on collecting trash from households and compensating them, the people, in cash. Now, during the lockdown, when we all were scared of the deadly virus, the founder of this company came up with this very helpful idea of picking up household garbage from needy people's home, which inspired us, the people, to learn more about the 3R system: recycle, reduce, and reuse, and establishing return, which will help people get rid of the cardboards and other non-essential waste from their houses, and it will also help in sustainable development. Studying this project, we came up with its SWOT analysis. Now, our strengths will be: it will promote sustainable development, it will integrate various opportunities for the consumers, and our portal will be very user-friendly. Its weaknesses: it only considers reusable packaging for return. Opportunities: easy to implement, exciting reward for consumers, and blogging system proves a platform for users to vocalize their views. Coming to threats, our threat is companies' agreement to accept returns and timestamp based data.
Hello everyone, myself Aman Singh Chauhan, and I will be discussing about the objective of this process. So far we have discussed a lot about the concept of reverse supply chain, like what really reverse supply is and its impact to help in the prevention of sustainable development. Now it's time to discuss about why are we really using this model and what is the objective of using this reverse supply chain. Like what is the real world application of this model? So we can use this model to build an application to introduce a new R, that is the 4th R in the existing 3R system. Existing 3R system is reduce, reuse and recycle. So we are building a portal where the user can return the packaging or leftover material back to the online platform. So basically the model states that the users that are frequently buying things or the products from the online platform, so these products come along with the packaging, so we can return those packaging or the leftover materials, like we have used the product and we are left with the leftover plastic body. So we can return the packaging and the leftover plastic body back to the online platform. So returning system is not the sole purpose of this portal, but there are various other purposes as well. Spreading awareness is among one of the important aspects of this portal, where we have introduced a blogging system where people can add their views as well as read about other people's views as well. The motive of introducing this blogging is to let people know about the various ways where people can apply 3R system at their ends. Now, here comes the main objective of this portal, that is the reward prediction and the carbon footprint prediction system. In the reward prediction system, the user has an idea about what rewards he or she could expect after returning the packaging or the leftover material. This reward prediction system is based on a real-world dataset along with the timestamp, because obviously for predicted rewards, it's important to know about the returning history of the user. The machine learning model will use the updated dataset to optimize its prediction for better results. Because obviously, a person who is less frequent in returning the packaging would get less rewards in compared to the person who is frequently returning these leftover materials packaging. So the timestamp is used to determine the frequency or the history or the returning history of the user. The carbon footprint prediction is a simple machine learning model which consists of a dataset where we have the product and its expected carbon footprint emission, and it will let you know about how much carbon footprint you can prevent by returning that particular packaging. Thank you. Now, let us talk about the software models that would be best suitable for this project. We will be using two such models, one for the whole application and one for just the development phase. This software model that we are using for the application is inspired from the Agile methodology. Agile methodology is a culture that emphasizes on user experience. Agile model says that we need to divide the whole application or the process into smaller chunks. And after each chunk is finished building, we perform unit testing to ensure that each chunk is performing well. And then we integrate each chunk to form the application. And once this is done, we perform the integration testing in order to ensure that the whole application is performing well and is deployed to the users. The possible chunks in this the possible chunks of agile methodology for our case could be the brainstorming sessions, the design session, the development phase, the quality assurance, and at the end comes the deployment phase. Agile model ensures that each chunk is performing well and we can maximize the quality of user experience. The reason I said that we will be using another model just for the development phase is because it is prone to different type of risk and we need to constantly eliminate those risk factors. The best software model which is used for risk handling is the spiral model. The exact number of loops spiral model depends upon the project. The process includes finding the objective and to find the best solution. In this phase, we gather the requirements and based on those requirements, we try to find out the best possible solution. Then we move to the next step, which is to find the possible and to resolve those issues by performing various iterations. In these steps, we use the real world data as a data set for our application, and then we perform some iterations to check out that what are the possible risks involved. The next step is to shift to the higher version of the phase. The final stage is to process and to plan things accordingly. Since now we have gathered the information, we have find out the best possible solution and the possible risks that could be involved, and we have resolved those issues as well. Now we need to deploy this model such that the user could use it and evaluate it and provide us some valuable feedbacks. We will use this process iteratively until we have minimized the risk involved in our application. Thank you. Now let us discuss about the use case diagram. So as we can see in this slide that we have two actors involved. Those are the user and the online shopping platform. And at the back end, we have the admin. So this use case diagram depicts that how the actors are interacting with the admin. We can see that the user could raise multiple queries such as the return packaging, check for the reward, check for the carbon footprint. For all those three, to resolve all those three queries, the admin is responsible. Admin has the rights to use the data that is being provided by the user. The online shopping can raise queries such as based on the data of the returning history of the user, the online shopping platform supposed to send the rewards to the user. So the online shopping platform sends the reward and it's the responsibility of the admin to ensure that those rewards have been reflected in the account user. So we can see that how the various actors are interacting with each other as well as with the backend.
Hello everyone, my name is Yashashvi Singh and I am talking about methodology. where the first step we are doing is brainstorming and planning, where we gather our dataset and other informations about our project and analyze them properly. The next step is the designing phase, in which we are designing our homepage and other panels, which is a part of the front end. The next step we are doing is a chatbot. There are two types of chatbot, generative and retrieval. We are using the retrieval one based chatbot, where a JSON file is present and will work on it. In chatbot we are using natural language processing. It is a computer program that communicates with a customer via textual format. It is very user friendly. The next step is article and blogging system. A web scraping based system is used for data retrieval for displaying various articles. Web scraping is a process of collecting data from the web page and store it in a structural format such as CSV file. In web scraping, we are using Beautiful Scoop. It is a commonly used Python library which will be best for web scraping. The next step we are doing is reward prediction model and carbon footprint. In this, we are using timestamp dataset. And we are using the algorithm of recurrent neural network because it is a time based project, and we are also using long short term memory networks, which is a type of recurrent neural network capable of learning order dependence in sequence prediction problems. And in carbon footprint dataset, there are two labels. Input is for product and output is for carbon footprint emission. If you are returning those, then you are reducing approx this amount of carbon footprint. The next step is our backend, where we are using Django. It is a deploying platform where we can deploy our machine learning model. The next phase is our testing, where we are using real world models to test our project so that it can optically work. The next and the last thing is we are deploying our project on cloud. Thank you.
In this slide, we are talking about timeline. In the first week, we are creating our home page for our website. In other 2 weeks, we are creating our web pages for different panels. After another week, we are making a chatbot for guidelines. After that, after other 2 weeks, we are making a reward prediction model and carbon footprint. After that, we are deploying our model to our web page, which is a part of the backend. And after 1 week, we are doing our software testing, which will optimize our project. After that, we are deploying our model on cloud. Thank you. At last, we are talking about the references, which helps us for building our applications. As we can see that we refer different research papers and books, such as scenarios study on post-customer plastic packaging waste cycling. The another is companies are working with customers to reduce waste. Another is predicting waste management system performance from city and countries attributes. There are such many modules as given in this list of cited papers.
Thank you.